This has been a discussion and a topic that's gone on since you've been with the team, but the idea that Chris wants to show more of himself on the edge, just you got to do it a little bit these last couple of weeks. Just how much can that be an element moving forward if Chris can be, productive both on the inside and on the edge if needed?
Yeah, I think that's helpful to all of us. Anywhere he's productive, we want to use him. There's certain situations where that becomes more viable than others. There's a handful of things that factor into that. He's so good inside and does such a great job getting the push in the middle and also in the run game in the middle that, the majority of his time has been spent in there. But that's definitely something we look at each week when we put the game plan together and we look at the matchups, the issues that we've got to deal with from an offensive standpoint. And then also, what are our options in terms of people available and how do we best serve the needs of the entire defense to help us win the game?
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Brendan, just wanted to get your thoughts on where you guys are with the pass rush part of it through the first half of the season in general. And Brad, I'll have a quick follow-up when he's done.
So, it's an ongoing process, I would say, with the pass rush and an evolving situation. I think we've done some good things at times. I think we aspire to improve and continue to get better, and we're working hard at doing that. I feel like, we've executed some things really well, and there's certain things that we haven't executed as well in terms of the game plan. And each week, brings different challenges, mobile quarterbacks versus quarterbacks that are more pocket passers and things of that nature. But we're grinding through it. We've done a bunch of evaluation through the bye week. And, as with everything we're doing, we're going to try to continue to improve.
Okay. And the stats I have at least show you guys are number one in the league in pressures, but somewhere in the middle of the league in terms of sacks. So what do you have to do to convert? I know pressure is a good thing in and of itself. I'm not saying that, but what do you have to do to convert one to the other the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think the stats, you can look at the stats and they can tell a story. I'm not sure they tell the whole story for you. Some of the, it's fractions of inches in this game. The difference between a quarterback hit and a sack, between a sack and a sack force fumble, it's fractions of seconds. And, our execution needs to continue to improve would be my best answer. And I'd say, mix of rush and coverage as well. Tighter coverage gives you that extra moment to get there. The rush being disruptive helps the coverage end of things. And so, tying that all together and in general, to answer your question, it's simple execution on all ends. And that goes through communication. It goes through the physical part of it on the field. It goes into the technique of executing it.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach. I just want to ask you about Turk Wharton. UDFA, small school guy. He's really impressed this season, though. What's impressed you about him this year?
Well, he has been impressive. I would agree with that statement. And his work ethic and the way he handles the day-to-day operation, you would not know that this guy is a rookie. You would not know that this guy came from a small school, to be quite honest with you. He has a professional demeanor and a work ethic and a maturity about him that's beyond his years. Been pleased with the way he operates both off the field and on the field, from a practice standpoint, from a game standpoint. The effort that he puts in has been impressive to me.
And we'll go last to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Brendan. I was also going to ask about Turk. You saw him play in college. Obviously, you probably hear some things and you can hear a coach say that a guy's got a good work ethic, but I assume you have to rely on other stuff as well. What else did you like about him when you saw him in college?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you certainly saw some physical attributes. And I would say this, I would give a tremendous amount of credit to our scouting department and for them identifying him and kind of bringing him to the table. But what you saw him, in my opinion, when I first came to know him, was as the scouting department gave them to me. And I started watching the East-West Shrine game. And, he went to that game and did some really good things, both in practice and in the game. And he was dynamic in the one-on-one pass rush settings. He was physical in the run drills that they did. You turn on the game tape, his effort in pursuit was fantastic. So that kind of sparked the interest, if you will. He doesn't meet all the prototype measurables and some of those different things. And coming from a small school, the level of competition, when you go to the college game tape, you've got to make some, determination as to how that's going to project to the NFL level when he's playing against better quality competition. But he's certainly, done a nice job for us, and we're excited to have him. We're thankful to have him, and we hope that he continues to progress, which he's showed that he's got the ability to do that.
Coach Daly, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.